The interview, Scene 1.
Who says I am poor? I am richer than you, Aka. You spent what Uncle gave on that new scarf.
Now the time for you to prepare for the interview tomorrow. Remember, you are in the race. There are only 5 seats left in Class 6. 20 boys are competing. Know what your chances are?
100%, Aka. I shall get admission. I will do well.
Not if you yawn and look bleary-eyed. Go and look at yourself in the mirror. You look a wreck.
What else can I be? A brother of a wreck, only be a wreck.
You can play with words.
While you can play only with dolls.
I can play tabla on your back.
And I, on your cheek.
Try it.
I will, if you ever play tabla on my back.
I will. But not now. Tomorrow you have to attend an interview. You can't turn up before the headmaster and the teachers with a swollen back.
Aka, I am sure to get admission.
Hey. Which world are you living in? You think admission letter drops into one's lap on its own? Forgot it. You must know the answers to the question the members of the board ask.
Nobody ever knows the answers.
Tell that to the board.
That's the trouble. If only I knew the questions the members will ask.
Poor Ramu.
I am not poor, my girl.
The interview, Scene 2. On a bench set along a wall are sitting a number of boys. They all are about 9 years old. That is all that is common among them. Otherwise they are different. They are of all hues and shades, shape and sizes. Ramu walks in, surveys the group, wonders whether he could beat them and get admission. His eyes glint when he spots a familiar face. He moves up to the boy saying, "Balu. You here?" Balu greets Ramu. They sit side by side.
So your papa too has been transferred. You said it. Papas are transferred. And we face admission tests. Lucky are those, papas are never transferred. If wishes were horses. You are calling me a fool. That we all are. Take, for instance, this experience. Does anyone know the answers to all the questions one can possibly ask? It is easy to ask questions. Anyone can do that. But when it comes to answers, almost everyone is a fool. All of us are fools. Fools are in a majority. The board will have to see who among us are less foolish.
They stop on hearing the tangible voice of a young man. He is the clerk. In his left hand is a writing pad. He calls out the names of the boys L. One by one they respond. Then he smiles at them, calls the name, Arun. A boy stands up.
Come with me, Arun, over to the boardroom.
The man leads Arun out.
There goes the first lamb to the slaughter. 19 more to go. How sharp will the knife be when one of us walks into the presence of the selector? I prefer a sharp knife to the dull one. It is better to be cut down in one stroke than to receive several blunt blows.
The interview, Scene 3. Ramu is the last candidate. He follows the clerk into the room. Around the table are 2 men. The man who occupies the chair in the center is old. He has a mop of thick gray hair. He adjusts his spectacles and peers at Ramu intently. Ramu greets him, "Good morning, sir." Then he notices the other one middle-aged gentleman and repeats, "Good morning, sir." "Good morning, Ramu. Take your seat."
Good morning, sir.
"Where were you studying earlier?"
Mother's school, Madurai.
"Liked the school?"
I was happy there.
"Why then you seek admission here?"
My father is a government official. He has been transferred to this town. To Ruchi.
"Which is the best thing in the town?"
The temple of Lord Ganesha atop a hillock. I ran up the steps and had a grandstand view of the town.
"How many steps did you take to reach the top?"
The same steps that I took to come down.
The answer is right in this own way. When it comes to climbing, Do you prefer a flight of steps or a gentle slope?
Both have their charms, sir.
Will you explain that?
One can race up a slope, but one needs steps to skip from step to step. Both have their fun.
What's your idea of fun?
Is it not fun to be offered a seat by you? My papa looks upon teachers as gray eminences. But only you, sir, have a crown of gray. But papa cannot be wrong. You must all be gray eminences.
Nowhere lies our fun.
No, sir.
We have fun asking little boys all sorts of questions. From the answers we judge a boy's self-confidence and readiness of mind.
May I ask you a question, sir?
Go ahead, Ramu.
You won't take it amiss.
Speak out, boy.
Have you judged me, sir?
We have. But I still have a question. Tell me, aren't you rather short?
Yes, sir, but...
Go on.
Once I asked my papa whether I would grow tall. He said chances were that I won't grow taller than 160 centimeters. Nobody in his side of the family is tall. Then he joked.
What did he say?
He said when he appeared before selection board, the chairman of the board asked him, "Don't you think you are too short?" He replied, "My legs are long enough to reach the ground."
That is a joke. A fine one. Well, we have had our fun.
Thank you, sir.
You didn't ask how we have judged you.
Sir?
You don't have to ask. I will tell you. You have made it. He writes something on Ramus' application form and hands it to him. Go and deposit the fees.
Thank you, sir.